Hi everyone, NetX5 here, and it's been nearly a year since I've done a video like this. And since the last time I did a DVD and Blu-ray collection, my collection of movies has definitely expanded by a lot. So much like the video I did last year, I'll be going for the movies I've got, and like last time, all of them are in alphabetical order, so I'll be browsing across the bookshelf from left to right. And I'll also be showing off my favorite films of all time, which I keep on a separate shelf, and I'll save that for the end of the video. But without further ado, let's get into my updated collection of DVDs and Blu-rays. Alright, so first off, I've got A Clockwork Orange, then Adaptation, The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, The Adventures of Robin Hood, Akira, Alien, Aliens, All the President's Men, American Beauty, American Hustle, Amores Perros, Anchorman 2, Anomalisa, Apocalypse Now, The Artist, Assault of Precinct 13, and Dark Star, which came together, The Avengers, The Aviator, A View to a Kill, Babel, Barry Lyndon, Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, Batman Mask of the Phantasm, Batman the Killing Joke, Batman Under the Red Hood, Beetlejuice, Being John Malkovich, Ben-Hur, both Before Sunrise and Before Sunset, and then Before Midnight, The Big Lebowski, Big Trouble in Little China, Blazing Saddles, Blue Velvet, Boogie Nights, The Bourne Trilogy, Bram Stoker's Dracula, Braveheart, Buried, Brazil, Breathless, Bridge of Spies, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, Casino Royale, Chronicle, Citizen Kane, Clerks, The Color of Money, Cool Hand Luke, Dark City, The Dark Knight Rises, The Departed, Diamonds Are Forever, Die Another Day, Dirty Harry, Dr. No, Drive, Dr. Strangelove, Dr. Zhivago, Dog Day Afternoon, Do the Right Thing, Double Indemnity, Eastern Promises, Ed Wood, Enter the Dragon, Ex Machina, Eye in the Sky, Eyes Wide Shut, Face Off, Fargo, Fast and Furious 6, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, The Fighter, Flags of Our Fathers, and Free Fire. And then on the next shelf, I've got The French Connection 1 and 2, For Your Eyes Only, From Dusk Till Dawn, From Russia with Love, The Fugitive, Full Metal Jacket, The Full Monty, Gangs of New York, Get Out, Glengarry Glen Ross, The Godfather, Goldeneye, Goldfinger, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Good Time, Good Will Hunting, Grease, The Great Escape, The Great Race, Groundhog Day, Hacksaw Ridge, The Hateful Eight, Hero, Mel Brooks's History of the World Part 1, The Holy Mountain, Hunt for the Wilder People, The Indiana Jones Trilogy, Inherent Vice, Insomnia, Interview with the Vampire, Iron Man 2, It, the 2017 version, Jackie Brown, Jaws, JFK, John Wick, Kick-Ass, Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2, Kingsman the Secret Service, LA Confidential, La La Land, The Last Temptation of Christ, The Last of the Mohicans, Lawrence of Arabia, Leon the Professional, Letters from Iwo Jima, License to Kill, Monty Python and the Life of Brian, Live and Let Die, The Living Daylights, Locke, Lolita, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, and The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Lucky, This is Spinal Tap, Macbeth, Malcolm X, The Man with the Golden Gun, The Martian, Memento, Metropolis, Midnight in Paris, Miller's Crossing, Minority Report, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, Moonraker, Moonrise Kingdom, Munich, Nightcrawler, Octopussy, Ocean's 11, Once Upon a Time in the West, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, Paths of Glory, and The People vs. Larry Flint. On the next shelf, I've got the documentary O.J. Made in America, The Pianist, The Piano, The Place Beyond the Pines, Rise of the Planet of the Apes and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Platoon, Predator, Princess Mononoke, The Proposition, Psycho, Quantum of Solace, Rain Man, Raging Bull, The Revenant, Reservoir Dogs, Romper Stomper, The Right Stuff, The Royal Tenenbaums, Rush, Rushmore, Schindler's List, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Serpico, Shaun of the Dead, The Shawshank Redemption, Shining, The Silence of the Lambs, Silver Linings Playbook, Sin City, Sing Street, The Skeleton Twins, Spaceballs, Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2, Spirited Away, The Spy Who Loved Me, Star Trek and Star Trek Into Darkness, Star Wars the prequel trilogy and the original trilogy and Star Wars The Force Awakens, Steve Jobs, The Sting, Strangers on a Train, Sunset Boulevard, Superman the 1978 movie, Taxi Driver, Ted, The Terminator, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Thank You for Smoking, They Live, The Thing, The Thin Red Line, The Third Man, Thor, Thunderball, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, Titanic, Tombstone, Tomorrow Never Dies, Total Recall, Traffic, T2 Trainspotting, Transformers, Transformers Dark of the Moon, and Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, True Romance, The Truman Show, 12 Years a Slave, 28 Days Later, 21 Grams, Unbreakable, Unforgiven, The Usual Suspects, and The Warriors. And then at the bottom of the bookcase, I've got Watchmen, Westworld, What We Do in the Shadows, Whiplash, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, The Wolverine, the Woody Allen collection that contains Annie Hall and Manhattan, The World Is Not Enough, The World's End, Wormwood, X-Men, X-Men Days of Future Past, X-Men First Class, X-Men Origins Wolverine, X-Men 2, X-Men The Last Stand, You Only Live Twice, Z, Zodiac, which is David Fincher's most underrated film, and Zombieland. Before I get into my favorite films of all time, these two movies I got recently and I haven't added them to the bookshelf yet, but they are On the Waterfront and The Searchers. Now getting into my top 30 favorite films of all time: Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, 12 Angry Men, The Grand Budapest Hotel, Dunkirk, Sunshine, 2001 A Space Odyssey, There Will Be Blood, Birdman, Blood Simple, No Country for Old Men, Mad Max Fury Road, Seven, Pulp Fiction, Fight Club, Goodfellas, Silence, Trainspotting, Chinatown, Casablanca, Amadeus, Million Dollar Baby, The Master, History of Violence, Barton Fink, Mulholland Drive, Rear Window, The Apartment, and still my number one favorite film of all time from last year, Once Upon a Time in America. So that was my updated collection of movies 2018. If you like what you see, be sure to like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to my channel below. As always, I'm the Next 5. Thank you for watching.